Hey everybody, it's Edie, and today's video is a full tour of Dewberry Manor. So if you've been following along for a while, then you know my family lived in Sigonella, Sicily for 3 years, and then we moved back to the States in stages. Christopher and I came back in January, and we moved back into our old house in Norfolk, Virginia, and it just wasn't home anymore. My husband then joined us as a surprise in March, and shortly thereafter we decided that our old home was not home anymore. It was just a house, and it wasn't really what we needed and where we wanted to be anymore. So we've decided to keep that property as a rental property, and we purchased a new home. We purchased Dewberry Manor, which is our forever home. And I did a couple of little snippet videos here and there, and I don't remember how many of them I shared. I actually don't think I shared any of them. I should make a video. So when we were looking for houses, this was, I think, the third house that we looked at, and then nothing else compared to it. Every other house we looked at, we compared to this house. However, this house had been on the market for a couple of months, which kind of concerned us. We were like, why has that house been on the market for so long? But then we realized it's because it's dated. It was built in 1989, and it looks like it was built, actually it looks like it was built long before that. It has a very old world feel to it, which is why we love it. It had the original wood. It has a brick fireplace that hadn't been fucking painted over. It was home to us, and I think that was a turnoff for a lot of people, because every other fucking house we went into, the wood had been painted over, the brick had been painted over, and everything was fucking stark white, and oh god, we hated them. We hated them. And this house was the largest house that we looked at, and we were like, damn, do we need that big of a house? And then we started thinking about it, and we could just see ourselves in every room, and we knew a plan for every room, and everything kind of had a place here. And so every house that we looked at, we compared to Dewberry Manor. And like, it was the only one that had a name. We kept calling it Dewberry Manor, and it was the only one that really just was everything and then some for what we wanted. So we decided to put in an offer on Dewberry Manor, and we got the house, and we moved in late August. August? I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was August 17th or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, we moved in a couple of months ago, and it felt like it took us forever to get this house unpacked and settled. Because in the past, I mean, we're a military family, so we've moved, but we haven't moved nearly as often as a lot of other military families. We actually had roots. We wanted that for Christopher. So we have owned our house. We've lived in the Norfolk area, excluding the 1 year we went to Bahrain and the 3 years we went to Sicily. We've been here for 17 years. And every other time we've moved, we've been settled within 2 weeks, like completely unpacked, everything on the walls, everything arranged, and just living our everyday lives within 2 weeks. However, moving into Dewberry Manor, things were just different. Like, we've never had this much space before. We've never had this many options as to where we could place things. In the past, it's just been kind of like, oh, well, this will fit here, so this is where it has to go. Dewberry Manor just gave us so many options, and we were able to spread out and really, I don't know, find a home for everything. And it just took a little bit longer. It took us a month, I think, to get unpacked and settled. And we actually still have a couple of things that are still just hanging around. Like, I'm looking at them right now. There are 3 weapons. It's a little dagger and a little axe and a little mace that still need to be hung up on the wall somewhere. But we don't feel the need to rush either, because we know this is our forever home, and we don't want to put a whole lot of unnecessary holes in the walls. So we want to make sure that everything's going into the right place. So having said all of that, I finally filmed a tour for everybody to see, so you can see what Dewberry Manor looks like. You can see our new forever home, and kind of like how we're decorating, and how things have kind of come together for us. Welcome to Dewberry Manor. So this is walking up the steps to the front door. And we have our Green Man door knocker that's heavy as shit. And then we come in to the foyer here. And if you turn to the left, you have my husband's office. With all of his plants and chief stuff and rats and actual rats, our pet rats. We have Varys and Ghost. Named after Game of Thrones characters, obviously. And then fish tank, saltwater fish. And then directly across from that is actually my witchy room, but I have a curtain up, so normally you can see straight through, and if I pull the curtain aside, we can see straight through here to look at each other, but I keep the curtain down most of the time. So then back to the foyer, and this is the stairs leading up to the frog. That's Christopher's bedroom up there. I'll show you that in a little bit. You can kind of see his fish tank up there. And then this is the dining room. We call this the tavern window because when we first saw the house, Chris was like, oh look, you can bring me my dinner through the window. So we call this the tavern window. And it looks through into my living room, which I'll show you in a little bit. So dining room, and then into the kitchen. And I have my kitchen done as a witch's kitchen. I still need to change some of my canisters because I wanted my canisters on display. However, the jars that I have, a lot of them are too tall, so they don't really fit in the cabinet. I took these two cabinet doors off. It used to be 4 closed doors, and we opened this up to display the bottles, but I do need to get some more bottles to sit in there of the right size. And then these are all closed down here. You can see I have my dock in here because I always have music going. Every room of the house pretty much has a way for me to play music. Refrigerator, more little witchy decorations and bottles. Lots of wooden spoons. I think I might have a problem. Maybe. Nah. And then up there we have some little witchy decorations. And going around, some cast iron decorations and an hourglass, cookbooks, and more witchy decorations up at the top. And then I'm going to show you the sunroom really quickly, but it's so not even close to done. Like, we haven't even done anything out here. Literally, we stuck some furniture out here and that's it. But this is the sunroom. It's a screened-in sunroom. So it's really nice for me because, as you know, I'm fucking terrified of bugs. But we have a dining room set out here that we want to refinish and then protect so that it can stay out here. You can see this stuff right here is clear vinyl. We're gonna make shades that go up on all the screen windows so that when it rains we can close the shades down. And then we have a little fire pit and sitting area right here. All right. Oh, above that door, more witchy decorations. And around this way, more witchy decorations. And then, oh, look at my witch's ladder. Then coming into my witchy room, you can see this is where I usually shoot my videos. So that's my chair and my apothecary basically. But on this side I've got a bookshelf and some other little decorative shelves, and then more witchy decorations over here. Actually, these things, this is my crystal grid. This is a book that I made in honor of my father that got damaged in the move that I have to fix. And I don't want it to get any more messed up, so it's just laying there on the shelf. These are lava rock that I collected in Sicily. And then these are different sticks and stones that I collected all over the world. So these all came from Stonehenge and Avebury, and these are from the King's Road, Stonehenge, Avebury, places in Ireland, and the same here. This is from our hotel, and I know I'm off camera, sorry. From Blarney Castle and Bridget's Well and different places in Dublin. And then I have I'm getting a text and I have my phone plugged into my dock so you can hear how loud it is. And it's gonna go off again in just a minute because I didn't hear the first one, it thinks. So then I have my little Ouija board and a gorgeous wand that I was sent as a gift and some selenite pieces. And then more witchy decorations here, witchy bookshelf. And those are my year in the life journals and my old art journals. I know my shadow's in the way, sorry. My prosperity altar. More witchy decor. These are all filled with different ingredients to use in my workings. And then in this one, I can't really open the door because the chair is in the way. You can see it sits right up against it. But in here, I have my oracle decks. And then some witchy figures. I know my shadow is blocking everything. Sorry. Basically more witchy decorations throughout the entire cabinet. Chicken feet. And this is also where I put my Hocus Pocus replica book and a bunch of feathers that I've collected over the years. Those feathers are from all over the world as well. And then on this side, just more witchy decorations. I know the lighting's not great. One of these days I'll do a better tour of this room, maybe. I don't know. More feathers that I've collected from around the world. And see, there it goes again. I knew it was going to do that. More witchy decorations. My broom actually stands right here because I still need to hang it. And then, I know you can't see that at all, but there's a shelf with a piece of art that I made, that little pumpkin guy and the girl, and then a goddess figurine down there. This is actually my ancestor altar, kinda. It's a makeshift ancestor altar right now because this is where my actual ancestor altar is going to be, and I'm going to hang a shelf here and a shelf here, and so there will be altar pieces all around. And that's my grandparents. That's a drawing of them. That's a photo of my grandmother. Same lady in both pictures. And then over here, I have my desk area. So if you've been following me for a while, you know I used to have a huge art studio. My art studio used to be a room this size. And I've pretty much downsized. And since I'm not doing art in the same way anymore, this is all that's left of my art supplies. So I have my little blue cart. You can't really see it because I have my jacket laying on top of it. But I have my little blue cart that's got paints and inks and stuff like that in it. And then in here I've got my journal stuff, my year in the life journal stuff in that cabinet. And that's pretty much it. Ooh, I know that probably made you dizzy. Under that cabinet I've got some witchcrafting supplies. And then under this cabinet I've got a few little things in some totes, like my little random boxes of junk. Those are in there, but that's it. Everything else I've pretty much downsized and gotten rid of. This is you can see my tripod, my studio lights over there. The curtain that hangs over my door. And this is the altar for my father. It's another ancestor altar, but it's to honor my father. And it's, again, I still have to get shelves because there's going to be a set of 5 shelves going up here. So 2 on one side, 3 on the other. And then these items, along with some photos of him, will actually go on all of those shelves. Okay, enough with the Richie room. So let's go on down the hallway. You can see how long my hallway is. So we've got our mirror, which I will not be stepping into because I am a hot fucking mess right now. And then our living room, you step down 2 steps. See our powerful ass router. So you step down 2 steps into the living room. And the living room, I don't know if we're finished with it. I mean, this is all we have for it right now, but we want to, I think, put some more stuff on the walls and just make it a little bit more cozy, because right now it just kind of feels a little empty, and it's probably just because it's such a big space, and you know, we've never had this much space before. One of our curios. This is all stuff that we've collected from all over the world. So some stuff from Italy, some stuff from Bahrain, more stuff from all over the world. Bahrain, and Italy, I think. Oh no, Ireland. There's some Irish. Yeah, it's all over the world. Gargle. And yes, I do know how to say that word. That's our sheepskin that we got in Dublin. The mantle, I have no idea what we're gonna do with the mantle yet. So those things are just kind of placekeepers for right now. And then you can see that I have my cauldron and 2 cast iron teapots here on the front of the fireplace. I want to get some fireplace hooks and actually hang a cauldron inside the fireplace, but those hooks are like $150 each for a cheap one. So I don't know, that's gonna have to wait a little while. And then we have another curio here with fairies and witches. These are the things that I collect. Fairies and witches. And then these are our wax hands that we got done in Dublin. More plants. There are plants all over my house. My husband is a plant guy. Look at him. Look at how cool. And then our TV and stuff that still needs to go on the walls. All these little dragons, they hang on the wall, so they still need to be hung. Our wine racks, a couple of them. We ended up with a shit ton of wine coming back from Italy, and we don't even really drink wine, but oh, the 2 Lord of the Rings weapons. We have Gimli's axe and Gandalf the Grey's sword. More wine. More setup for the internets and TV. More wine. Shot glasses and thimbles from all over the world. And other little knickknacks. Big ass mirror. Our little ventriloquist dummy hanging from the air conditioner vent. Photos of Christopher. More stuff from all over the world. Our wedding photo and an anniversary photo. And our marriage license. And the plaque that Chris made me for our anniversary. More pictures of little Christopher. Then to the left here we have our game room, and again this one is not done, but it's starting to come together. So this is our game room. We play D&D, we play a lot of board games, and Christopher plays video games and stuff obviously. So this is our game day poster from years and years ago. Chris and I actually made that frame, and then this is, we read the R.A. Salvatore books with Drizzt, and these are pictures that I made for Chris for Christmas one year. And more just decorations, wizard pictures and stuff like that. And then on the opposite side of the room, I was trying to get over here so I could show you, we've got the video game set up, and then the 2 TVs for dual play. And then a big table, which we actually have a bigger table in the garage that still needs to be refinished, and it's gonna go in here for D&D and gameplay. And then over here, we've got all the stuff that still needs to hang on the walls throughout the house, so it's just kind of sitting right here for right now because we just don't know where it's gonna go. And then, coming across the hall, oh, we've got, ooh, I know that made you dizzy. This is a storage closet. We've got candles and stuff in there. And this is our linen closet. And then across here, we've got our guest bathroom. You can see there's a lot of blue in this house. I fucking hate blue. But the people that owned this house originally loved blue because the carpet's blue, the bathroom is blue. So we've got a double sink vanity here. And then you come through another doorway and you've got the blue fucking bathtub and toilet and stuff in this bathroom. Then we come back to the hallway and go one more again. To the right, this is our guest room. So not finished. Like, we're lucky we have a bed in here right now. We literally just have a bed and a table and a rocking chair and a dresser and the TV, but it's not even set up. So I actually have a guest coming, and that's the only reason the bed is made because we haven't even attempted to do anything to this room yet. So that's the guest room. And then you come down, you've got some of my artwork that we got in Italy. This is all from Italy. And then you come into my bedroom. And I actually hate these shelves, but we don't have anything else right now, so the shelves it is. And I've got just a couple of pieces of my artwork, a piece that was gifted to me, and then some pictures of Christopher, bed, and then my husband's side has rats and family pictures, lots of rats, and Topo Gigio! And then his medals and more incense burners and stuff from Bahrain. And then my dresser. And this is actually the altar that Vicky made for me because I have so much in my witchy room and then nothing in the back of the house. I decided to bring my altar back here so that when I do my ritual baths and you know, anytime I'm doing actual workings here in the bedroom, then I have my altar right at my fingertips and I don't have to go collect a bunch of stuff. There's stuff here in the drawer, but I keep the top empty so that I can actually set up my altar whenever I'm working it. But other than that, it sits right here on my dresser. But that way, you know, I can take it into the bathroom or I can do workings here in the bedroom and I don't have to always have a ritual in the witchy room. So this is our bathroom, white, thankfully. Although I don't really care for white, I would rather have white than blue. Again, we have the double vanity and sinks, and I will not be on camera. And then you come into our bathroom, and then these pieces, this painting was actually gifted to me, and it's gonna hang in here because it really goes with the theme of what's in the bathroom. And then those two pieces actually just need to go out in the sunroom. However, we haven't even attempted to start the sunroom yet, so they're just kind of sitting in here. So we have a stand-up shower, more plants, stand-up shower, and then a jacuzzi bathtub. And this fucking tub is massive. Like, pictures are not even attempting to show you how big this fucking bathtub is. I cannot reach the other side of the bathtub. If I'm sitting here on the ledge, you cannot reach the other side of the bathtub. So in here, it's gonna be like a spa bathroom once I get it done. It's not, oh, my amethyst fell on the floor. I have little amethyst stones in all of the windowsills for protection. Anyway, so this is gonna be a spa bathroom. So we've kind of got some plants just sitting in here for right now. This will be done properly eventually, but I've got all the ladies and goddesses that I collected, mostly in Sicily, but some from other places. And plants, there will be a lot of plants in here. and all of the lady figures and candles. So this is gonna be the spa bathroom. And, oh, I forgot to show you in the living room. So we have a skylight in here. Another lady. And we also have 2 skylights in the living room. Let me go show you those real quick. So anyway, that's it for the back of the house. So we have the attic, which runs the entire length of the house. And then we have, I'm turning lights off as I go because I had them all on so you could see. So we have the attic, which runs the entire length of the house. And we also have a garage, a 2-car garage, which is a disaster right now. And here are the 2 skylights in the living room. Skylight, skylight. I love that. Love that. I've never had a skylight or a fireplace, so I'm really happy about that. There's the tavern window looking into the kitchen. So yeah, that's it. Oh, let me take you up and show you the frog. Oh, before I show you the frog, I almost forgot. We also have a laundry room. This is my pantry. That's the door to the garage. And this is the laundry room. So it's a bathroom. My vacuum sits in here because I haven't decided where I'm going to keep it yet. And then my washer and dryer are back here. And that room is a mess too. So we keep this door shut and the light out. Okay, let me show you the frog. Alright, so up the stairs is Christopher's room. It is the frog, which is the finished room above the garage. And we have a door to our attic right here. He told me his room was video ready, so let's hope it is. So he's got his fish tank. This is a portrait his girlfriend drew for his birthday. So he's got there's like a little half wall here. And he's got a fish tank sitting on a dresser directly in front of it, so it looks like this is part of the wall. And then there's like a little 2 steps down. And then you come into his bedroom, which is video ready, hopefully. And he's got 2 desks side by side with 2 computers, one for himself and one for his friend or his girlfriend or whoever's over at the time. He's got some posters here along the wall. He's got a closet there. That's the dresser that his fish tank actually sits on. And then he's got a little nook over there where the air conditioner sits, and then a queen size bed. So he's got a very large bedroom. Oh, and his TV and stuff in here as well. So, oh, and these swords and other decorations on the wall. So that is Christopher's room, and that is the full tour of Dewberry Manor. And there you have it. That is Dewberry Manor. I love this house. It has always felt like home from the very moment we stepped in, and it's just felt like I've always been here. I can't explain it, but I have a connection to this house. And we're all very happy here. I think we all feel the same way. We all feel like this is just home and like it's always been home. So I hope you enjoyed this tour with me. I know it was a bit long, but it's a big fucking house. Remember, if you like what I do here, don't forget to hit the little subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. And make sure you click the little bell. That way you get the notifications from YouTube. They send a message right to your email letting you know that I've uploaded a new video. You can find the other links for the places to hang out with me in the down bar below. And I hope to see you in those places. Not that I spend a whole hell of a lot of time there anymore, but come connect with me anyway. Thank you all so much for being here. Remember, you are fierce, you are fabulous, and you are fucking badass. So keep that shit up, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye!